YouTube? I am NintendoMan64, bringing you another episode of Pokemon Leaf Green. Before I go in depth on what happened last episode, actually, you know what? That kinda is a prerequisite. I have to. I made a very shocking announcement of a Pokemon I was gonna add to my team. With a Leboot to Larxene, who is now on the computer, I have brought in Mr. Mime, who is the new Pokemon that I've added to our team. A complete spur-of-the-moment selection. So, seriously, I have no previous inclination of using this Pokemon. Seriously. I was not pressured to use this Pokemon or anything. This is Pokemon, I just completely said, spur of the moment, said, screw it, I want to use it. Now, I leveled this Pokemon up to level 19 by experimenting with the Versus Seeker. I battled that kid with the level 21 Ekans again. And I was able to teach Mr. Mime either Light Screen or Reflect. I chose to use Reflect because the way my team is built around, I'm going to need the Defender more than I'm going to need the Special Defender. And while Mr. Mime can boost his own physical defense and the physical defense of the team for a few turns, he'll be unhittable pretty much. Now all I'm going to be worrying about is boosting this guy's special abilities. Unfortunately, there is a very interesting Psychic TM that ordinarily you'd think would work well with Mr. Mime, but I'm actually going to be teaching to Luna. Because Luna, like Mr. Mime, is basically going to be my special assaulter. And she's going to know a ton of different special attacks. So, yeah, there's that. Mr. Mime, however, will not be getting any experience in this upcoming area. So, with that said, it is all gonna be Big Mama. This is Big Mama's gym, and this is her time to prove herself. This is Lieutenant Surge's gym, in case you couldn't figure. He uses Electric-type Pokemon. That is not the most annoying part of this gym. The most annoying part of this gym is the gimmick. You have to find 2 buttons back-to-back, or right next to each other, that match up and allow you to get through electric gates. Now, this would work if you didn't want to fight all the trainers here. However, since I like to have my Pokemon at high levels, we're going to battle the trainers anyway. Now, I did not get any potions. I honestly don't think I'm going to need them because Big Mama is so good at what she does already that I really am not afraid of anything really that these Pokemon can dish out, save for one, and I don't think we're going to really need Pokemon things against that Pokemon in particular, but what you gonna do? Big Mama is pretty much just gonna clean house here. We've seen all the electric types that are available in at this point in the game, so don't really be shocked with what you find, with the exception of one, of course. One will always be a glaring exception in this gym. It's something that this gym is infamous for, this particular Pokemon. It is something that this gym is infamous for, this particular Pokemon. If you are not prepared for this Pokemon is a friggin' nightmare to kill. So, rather than waste my dig PP, I'm gonna throw some body slams at it. There you go, perfect. These trainers, you really don't want to do much against. They're just not that good to begin with, so I mean, you got Voltorbs, you got, I think one has a Magnemite. For the most part, they're good, not great. You could do much more with the electric types. Other gyms have gotten away with doing a lot better. The only one that I could say did a really bad job with the electric gym is the Hoenn region, which is Gen 3. That's probably because there weren't that many electric types in the game at that point, so I guess they wanted to be light on the electric types. But even here, there isn't that much variety. It's just Voltorb and Pikachu. And down goes Pikachu. Don't know why they think using Quick Attack is going to help them. Dig would go last then. There's no way you would be avoiding it. Now that we've gotten rid of all the trainers, I have a whopping 0 potions, since I'm just going to go into this fight with everything I've got. This could take a while, so you want to go checking every single trash can. and then it's the one right next to it. Not on the right side, it's one of the ones next to it. So, it could even be this one right here. Even though it wasn't there, it could be this one. Nope, but as you can see, the electric locks are reset, so now we have to find them again. So this could take you anywhere from 30 seconds to an hour if you're not an hour. I'd say like 10-15 minutes if you're lucky. Well, if you're not lucky if it's 10-15 minutes, you have shit luck. You have my luck if it's 10-15 minutes. What sucks is when they put it in the corner, so you think, oh, well, it's got to be the one next to it. And they're like, no, it could be the one below it. They don't tell you that. It's kind of annoying. And, alright, so let's see. Is my luck on my side? Nope, it's not. Okay, so this could take a while, so I'll be right back. Until I can get this stupid thing open. Oh, thank God it didn't take as long as I thought it would. It took only about 2 additional minutes. Though I sped up, so on the timer it's probably going to show that it took maybe 5 minutes. It was in this one and this one, after going through multiple failed attempts. So, it's okay. We now have access to Lieutenant Surge, who apparently is such a good army general that he hides himself behind electric fences. The friggin' coward. This is gonna be all Big Mama right here, so yeah. Let's do this. Hey kid, what do you think you're doing here? You won't live long in combat, not with your puny power. I tell you kid, electric Pokemon saved me during the war. What war? Seriously, what war? Like, what was this big war? Was it like the Avatar War where there's something huge happened? Or is it something stupid? Like, why would you use why would you endanger the lives of Pokemon during war? Like, seriously. Like, what the hell? What the hell, Surge? Anyway, whatever. This is Lieutenant Surge. He has 3 Pokemon. He will start out with a level 21 Voltorb. Moveset is unknown to me at the moment, but you will see it in the description if you choose to look there. This is definitely not the biggest problem on his team. Those would be his next 2 Pokemon, which can be anywhere from very easy to destructive to fight. His Voltorb isn't nearly much of a problem, so all you have to do is just kill it. And thus you go on to his next one, which is Pikachu. The last gym leader Pokemon where you will have a Pokemon in the teens. The rest are all going to be in the 20s or higher from this point forward. So enjoy this Pikachu. If you will, of course. You don't have to. Just saying, it would be nice. Very nice of you. But you don't have to. I will understand. Last up is the mighty Raichu. Raichu is a beefier version of Pikachu. Very hard to kill, very hard to... and very frustrating to fight because it's so fast and it hits so hard that this thing can be a bitch to fight. I believe it knows Double Team, Quick Attack, Shockwave, and Swift? But it doesn't matter because Big Mama just took it out in one shot. Yeah, so much for you being a major threat to my team, guy. I was wrong. Now that's a shocker. You're the real deal, kid. Fine then, take the Thunder Badge. And thus did we get badge number 3. The Thunder Badge cranks up your Pokemon's speed. It also lets your Pokemon fly lightning quick anytime, kid. You're special, kid. Take this. We received TM34. TM34 contains Shockwave. Teach it to an electric Pokemon. Unfortunately, I got rid of it, my electric Pokemon. But in case you don't know, Shockwave is a 60 power electric type move. You'd think that that's weak compared to other electrical attacks you will encounter in the game. But this move never misses. The only time it will miss is if a Pokemon is doing a move such as Dig, Dive, or Dance. Dig, Dive, or Fly, where it's unhittable at that present time. That's the only time it will miss. Other than that, it's virtually guaranteed to hit every time. So, with that in mind, you could actually teach that to a Pokemon. Now the question is, do I really want to risk using that on a Pokemon? something that good, but that would mean I would also be landlocked into using a specific move for a specific Pokemon. And I honestly don't have a problem with that. As you can see here, Big Mama, Mr. Mime, Luna, and Meowth can all learn it. And while it would be nice to give it to Mr. Mime, so he could have another attacking move, I think I'm going to give it to Luna. Because Luna has been so helpful to us so far, it'd be mean of me not to reward her with another special attacking move. Now that means I can either get rid of Minimize, which I would use just to troll with people. And honestly, until she becomes her fully evolved form, that's really useful. And Mega Punch isn't that accurate, but it's still very powerful, so we're going to get rid of Pound now. It sucks, but hey, Pound isn't that useful. Not that powerful anymore. So now that Luna knows Shockwave, she'll be useful to take out flying types and water types that I don't want to have Bulbabutt take out in case Bulbabutt gets too powerful. But with that said, now our Pokemon are a bit faster, like Lieutenant Surge said. You may not show in the stat department, but you can see we're a bit faster. And we'll gain, I think, a base speed of, I think, like 0.2 every time we gain extra speed. Extra speed when we level up, so it's pretty good. I'm going to meet you guys up in Cerulean to cut some time off. Because we're going to cut this episode off right in front of Rock Tunnel like we did when we fought Brock. So I'm going to meet you guys up in Cerulean City to go get our bike. So I'll be right back. Okay, while I was away trying to get our way back to Cerulean, I was testing out the Versus Seeker. And a couple of our guys got a bit more powerful, specifically Luna and Mr. Mime. Luna is at level 23 now. Fairly better stats, and as for Mr. Mime, he's at level 21, and Mr. Mime's only going to keep getting more powerful the deeper we get into this game, because as you can see there, those stats are pretty gosh darn good already. Now imagine now, once he starts reaching like the 30s and the 40s. I mean, his defense isn't the best at the moment, but you know what? That could be pretty darn good anyway. Anyway, we can now go into the bike store, or the bike shop, whatever. And we can pass off a bike voucher and get a free bicycle. Yes, that's all we have to do. Listen to that guy's drivel about his Rapidash, which is a Pokemon we haven't seen yet. And all we have to do, register a bicycle, and I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride my bike. I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride it where I like. Yes, I just went there. And if you have a problem with it, you can take your problems elsewhere, because I don't care. Okay, we have our bike, which will make traveling a bit easier. I'm going to hold on to the bike, because the bike is a lot better than just having to press the B button to run. And it's not like you're later on into the game where you can just run at free will and just press auto lock for running. You can't do that just yet. Okay, we are going to encounter a lot of high-powered Pokemon here. So what you want to do is you want to switch. I'm going to switch in Mr. Mime. I would use Pidgeotto, but we're not using Pidgeotto in this playthrough, so well, Pidgeotto is basically just the bug destroyer here, and we do have to run into a couple of bugs. In fact, this will be one of the last times in the long run of the playthrough, for the longest time, that we will run into bug catchers. So if you like bug catchers, this is their swan song, guys. Gotta show them a little love. But basically, it's basic. This girl basically just has Oddishes and Bellsprouts, so if you're looking for a change of pace, you're not gonna get one here. And Mr. Mime is getting extremely overpowered right now. Look at these stats, already in the 60s. Magical Leaf! That's another move that doesn't miss. Magical Leaf, as you can see, is a grass-type move, but it does not miss. It's very much like Shockwave in that. I don't see myself using Substitute, especially because Mr. Mime is not going to be a special wall for me. Mr. Mime is going to be a special sweeper for me, so there we go. I don't think I'm going to need to know Substitute. If I was looking for a wall, though, Substitute is a perfectly adequate move. And with that said, let's take out Bellsprout. And get Mr. Mime even closer to surpassing Get Mr. Mime even closer to surpassing Big Mama. Speaking of which, moves that don't miss. Aerial Ace is the is the flying type TM of those moves that don't miss. Aerial Ace, an extremely fast attack that cannot be avoided. But as you can see, a few Pokemon of ours can actually learn it. So it's actually kind of useful. Don't you agree? You don't? Well, okay. Honestly, as shocking as this may sound, this is actually a very useful TM to teach to Big Mama. Because Big Mama is going to be a physical Pokemon. And while it may not be the most powerful attack, it's certainly more useful to me than Poison Sting, which, while it gets the same type attack bonus, is a very weak Poison type move. And Big Mama does not learn any more Poison type moves after this. So, what we're going to be doing is, basically, I am going to be giving... yeah, why not? I'd like you to have a move that doesn't miss. Plus, you'll be useful against grass types. You'll be useful against bug types. Actually, if that's the case, I don't think I'm going to need Pidgeotto anymore. Pidgeotto could actually go in the computer after a while. Damn it, I did not mean to trigger you. Because you are a hiker, and you have a Machop. Never mind, I did want to trigger you. Battle! Kill! Goodbye. Alright, Onix, now I want to get... Now, why the hell not? You know Magical Leaf now. Let's see how much damage it does. Ooh, nice. Alright, I will show the animation for Magical Leaf at some point. Don't worry, guys. I just wanted to see how good it would do, and it did really well. I'm quite content with myself. Okay, with that taken care of, we have a bunch more trainers to deal with, so don't expect this to be a walk in the park. Mr. Mime's at level 23. Wow, that means the 4 of my Pokemon are already at fairly high levels. Let's stick with Mr. Nah, let's go to Loon. No, I don't want Meowth. No, I don't want to. Oh, fine. That's the only part that sucks about this game, is the fact that the HMs take up slots there, and it's like, oh, well, now you can't switch them out. You just got to deal with it. Sucks, but hey, who's counting? Alright, this guy has a Growlithe. I was right to pick out Luna, because Luna knows Water Pulse. Oh, damn it. Oh, that's your mistake. Shame on you for dragging out Big Mama. You really should have just stuck with Luna. Luna would have taken care of you. And I don't mean to use physical attacks with Luna, so you're making a big mistake there, Charmander. Oh, nice. We are doing great. I am loving this team right now. Okay. Let's give Aerial Ace its true test against the Pokemon I have not given a bio to yet. I got up early every day to raise my Pokemon from cocoons. Is he talking about Butterfree? I'm going to say no, because he's going to be talking about Beedrill! Beedrill is the more physical-oriented of these particular Pokemon. As you can see. Well, you can't really see, but it is the more physical one. It is Bug Poison type. It's very useful. Well, very useful if you teach it TMs. That's what I meant to say. Outside of that, it really is not that useful. It's a decent beginning early game Pokemon, but after that, it's very useless. Very useless indeed. Exactly. If you'd raised a Butterfree, it would at least be a bit useful, but even then. Alright, let's see what we got. A Spearow. I have a Spearow, so I don't need to catch another one. At least I traded it for a Farfetch'd. Another Ether, so that's good. Okay. Can we get past her? Thank you. Now that we've gotten past all this stuff. There is another hiker. Actually, should we take out? Yeah, let's take out that hiker first. Big Mama, I don't need you out. Let's get Bulbabutt out there. Bulbabutt is obviously the one I want to take out all the rock and ground types. Obliviously. Well, duh, like, would you seriously want me to throw out any other Pokemon? Come on. I mean, I would throw out, Luna, but Again, I want Bulbabutt to be one of the top level Pokemon on my team. For obvious reasons, because it's Bulbabutt. If I insult Bulbabutt, then I'm insulting my starting Pokemon. Alright, we got a burn heal. I bought a bunch of burn heals. I bought a bunch of items, actually. Alright, I believe this is the last bug catcher until that's available to fight in the early part of the story. And he actually has a new Pokemon for us to talk about. I'm not sure if it's first or not. Let's see. Nope, it's not. That's okay, though. Aerial Ace can deal with this. Venonat! Venonat, of the three bug poison types and the weaker bug forms that evolve, is the best of them, but it's not saying that much. Venonat's stats are okay. Its evolved form is a lot better than Butterfree and Beedrill, but again, it's good, but not fantastic. On the plus side, it's very good at withstanding damage and dishing out damage. The only real problem is the fact that it's bug poison type and it's weak to earthquake, and it doesn't know levitate as its ability. It sucks for that specifically. If you're looking for a Pokemon that could withstand that, you are in the wrong department, sister. Or brother, depending on which one of you is watching this. Okay. And just like that, Weedle has been taken care of. Rather quickly, actually. And we have but three more trainers to go before we can call this an episode. We got a hiker up here. In order to not let Big Mama get too OP. Let's let Bulbabutt do some stuff. Bulbabutt to battle the Geodude, who is no match for the power of the Razor Leaf. And the Geodude, who, like his brother, is no match for the Razor Leaf. And the Machop, who Bulbabutt will give off to Mr. Mime. I will never call it by its name. I don't even know how to pronounce it, but that's its slave name. His name is Mr. Mime, damn it. Okay, good riddance. Alright. I forgot what this girl has. I believe she has a Meowth. So my best bet would be to throw out Big Mama, but at the same time, I don't want Big Mama leveling up too much. So let's go and throw Luna out there. Don't you dare patronize me. How can I patronize you when you're so obviously going to patronize yourself? A level 23 Meowth versus a level 23 Clefairy. Let's do Minimize. Just a troll. Just a troll. Just a troll. We're going to use Minimize. And with about 5 of them laid out, Shockwave, which never misses. Of course! I stop using Minimize and they all our attacks start hitting. That's so stupid. Okay. This is the animation for Shockwave, which never misses. And then we can use Water Pulse to take out the Meowth, because Luna is awesome. Alright, and level 24, so Luna is getting up there. I'm very content with that. Okay. No, you're too much. I am too much. But I'm bump. Sorry, I had to do it. You can catch Voltorb up here, but I really don't have interest in catching Voltorb right now. I will catch one off screen, but at the moment I'm just not interested. Now, I wouldn't ordinarily show this Pokemon Center Venture, but there is something interesting here that you can actually do and acquire. A very rare item that will be... It's not very useful, but it's useful to you if you want to, It's very useful to you if you want to keep the Pokemon the way they are. Like, if you don't want to evolve a Pokemon, it's very... Ooh, Meowth, you have an item. No, I want that item. No. 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 I want the item. A Duranberry? The hell's a Duranberry? Let's see. Can be ground up into a powder as an ingredient for medicine. Oh, thank you, Meowth. That could be useful. Anyway, you want to talk to this guy right here, who's one of Professor Oak's aides, scattered across the Kanto region. And if we have complete data on 20 species, we get a gift. We get the Everstone, and we have, I believe, 32. And we get the Everstone. The Everstone, well, let him say it. Making Pokemon evolve certainly can add to the Pokedex. However, at times you may not want a certain Pokemon to evolve. In that case, give the Everstone to that Pokemon. It will prevent evolution according to the professor. It does. Unfortunately for me, one of my Pokemon evolves through Stone Evolution, and the rest of, actually, 2 of the 4 Pokemon I want to use for the rest of the way require Stone Evolution. 2 are completely evolved, and the other 2 are level evolutions, so we're not going to really worry about them. Alright, we got one last trainer to fight. Now that we've healed everyone up, I believe. We did, right? That'd be really stupid of me if I didn't, and we did. Okay, we're good. Let's see. Who do I want to use for this fight? Bulbabutt? Bulbabutt's gonna get a lot of experience in this upcoming dungeon, so... let's go with someone who wouldn't get a lot of experience. How about Mr. Mime? Let's go with Mr. Mime. He's gotten a lot of experience the last few episodes, but you know what? That's okay. You guys will grow attached to Mr. Mime. I've been out at a Pokemon gym a few times, but I always lose. Alright, let's see why you lost. Let's look at your team. Let's structure your team properly together, Heidi. Let's see. You got a Pikachu. That's got to be useful against Misty. I don't understand why you lose, unless you... That's like your only strategy, is to use Pikachu. I don't know. Let's help her, Mr. Mime. Let's see how bad it is. Well, you have a Clefairy. I've never had anything wrong with a Clefairy for me. So maybe you're just dumb and you don't know how to use one. I know how to use a Clefairy. The question is, do you? Ooh. Let's try Magical Leaf. Look at it. It's basically like Razor Leaf, except it's multicolored and it goes a bit slower. Got a critical hit there. 4. Oh, wow. The only time I used Double Slap in this game, it hit twice, so... I thought it was only one of those moves that you only hit twice, but evidently that's not true. Evidently that's not true. Alright, Mr. Mime, level 24. Not bad, not bad, not bad at all, actually. Okay, I stored up a lot. I got a lot of free space on my computer now, so we'll actually be able to take on the tunnel next episode. I won't be recording that right now because I've got other things to record. But anyway, thank you guys for joining me. I'm NintendoMan64. Join me next time where we go into Rock Tunnel. And hopefully we can get out in one episode. I won't have to split it up like I unfortunately had to in the last attempt to play this game. Until then, Saya freaking Nara!